my name's Paige, also known as Paigey Cakey. I'm a rapper slash actress from East London. I started to experience hair loss in college, and it was mainly due to like the hairstyles that I chose to do. So I would do like really tight cameras, or I'd have like weaves, and it was really pulling the front of my hair. And then over time, it got worse and worse, but it was only on the right side. It never really, it happened on my left side, but not too much. But I just used to cover it every day, and it was all down to me. It was me that caused this from hair, like tight hairstyles. But it was like the last 3 years where it got really bad, and I just couldn't live my life with this problem. I've been looking at hair transplants for probably the last 2 years, but I just didn't. I just looked at it as if it was a dream, and I was never going to do it. I just used to watch videos on YouTube of people getting it done in America and just different places, and then I went on Google and I researched how much it would be to get done in the UK, and it was like £8,000, and I thought, whoa, I don't want to spend £8,000 on a hair transplant. So then one day, I don't know how I came across it, but I found this guy on YouTube, and he went to Turkey and he got a hair transplant done, and then I watched his video and I thought, wow. And then I saw that he was in he done an interview with BBC about people going to Turkey to get hair transplants. So then I started to look into Turkey, and then I found Longevita, and I thought, wow, okay. I don't know, because I'd done a lot of research before I reached out. So I went on YouTube, I found a YouTube page, I found an Instagram, so I knew everything was legit and secure. The only thing I was worried about was travelling to a different country, like the language. I've been to Turkey many times on holiday, but I've never been to have a procedure done, and I've never been to Istanbul, so I didn't know what to expect. I know that's a city, it's not like a little holiday destination, so I was a bit worried about that part. Plus I was going by myself. You guys were my second option. I found another company, I contacted them, and they took a while to get back to me, and then when they did, they said that they only do male hair treatments. They don't do any female. So then I thought, oh no. So then I started to look for a few more. I found loads of other places, but the website wasn't appealing, or I would try and find them on YouTube and it wasn't on YouTube. So then you guys became my first choice, and that's when I realised you had like loads of different social medias. So you seem very like trustworthy. So that's why I picked you guys. Like, arriving in Turkey was nice. Everybody in Turkey was really nice. It's always nice in Turkey. Been to Turkey probably like 8 times. So like everyone was nice. All the staff in the clinic were really nice. Everyone was very happy and smiley. So when I got there, I was really nervous, but people made me feel comfortable. The procedure didn't hurt, just the injections hurt, like the numbing injections, but I think that's normal. So that part hurt. Once my head was numb, I didn't feel anything. In fact, I fell asleep a few times. I kept waking up and they're like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. So yeah, it was just really nice. Everybody was lovely, and the atmosphere was nice. The clinic was very clean, and everybody was just very happy and smiling. It was nice. Everything was great. So after the procedure, they gave me like 2 shampoos, a foaming one and a normal shampoo. They told me how to use it. I got a A4 piece of paper with all the directions of how to treat my hair after the first weeks and first days and first months. I also got emails. I had to send photos of my hair, and then they would I got an email back saying, yep, everything looks like it's going good. Basically everyone was just communicating after the first few weeks and few days. I was getting text messages to make sure everything was fine. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the outcome, and I'm very happy with how my hair's growing, and I just can't wait for the year so then I can have all my hair. But I'm very happy. I feel very confident now because I don't have that same initial bald patch that I had before that was really getting me down. It's a bald patch now, but I know hairs are coming through and I can see hairs, and so I'm very confident and I'm very happy. I feel like a new woman. Even cutting all my hair short, I feel like very empowered, and I don't know, but my hair was my life, but now I've learned to love myself and I don't need hair to be beautiful. So yeah, and my friends and my family were very, very supportive. Everybody was like, oh, I love your hair, and everybody, social media, everyone's been so supportive of my journey, and I'm very thankful. I would definitely recommend a hair transplant because if you've got something that you don't like, why not change it? And I just see it as, it was a pain. I wouldn't say it wasn't painful, only the injections, but it was painless, and the happiness that I've experienced after is 10 out of 10. So I would definitely recommend it. And plus, Longevita was just lovely. Recommend whoever you go with, make sure you do your research. Make sure you find out if they're legit, if they're, I don't know. I think the best thing to do is find the company that you're happy with, and I found you guys and I thought you guys seemed very, very genuine and very official. So like you had a website, and then you also had a YouTube page where you had videos of people that had hair transplants and they spoke about it, and I found that very useful because then I could watch it and I could think, oh, so this is a real person that's really gone there and had it done. So I think just find somewhere that will treat you well and somebody that has reviews so you know that it's real and official and it's legit. Yeah.